The Showa are now 59 days old. I'm going to pour out my koi, 29th of December. I hope all the viewers out there had a fantastic Christmas and enjoyed the festive season. On today's episode, which will be episode 7 of my Doitsu Showa. So stick around and see how the fry are going. So they're some of the medium-sized fry. You can see some in there. They're the medium size. Some nice ones down there. They're all happy in there. Getting some nice patterns now. The suma is coming through. You can see the hair starting to come through as well, which is good. They've got some real nice patterns. So they're the the tobies I've been scooping out, and some of the other medium ones well I've scooped out. So yeah, I'm hoping they've got some nice patterns then, so I'm hoping I'll end up with a couple of real nice Showa, but we'll see how we go. Some have got some real nice patterns though, which I'm happy with. So over the course of 2 days, the algae is back again. You can see there how quickly it grows. You might be able to see a few fry down there. I've scooped most of them out now and put them in these isolation nets. And I'm going to take them to my father-in-law's tomorrow. But you can see in a matter of 2 days, all the algae is back again. So there's just the odd fry which has escaped the nets. But once I get these isolation nets out of here tomorrow morning first thing, I'll then scoop the rest out, give this pond a good clean, get rid of some of this algae, and then I'll transfer some of my kinki utsuri fry into here. Don't really see any fish down there, it's a little bit sunlight on me here. But yeah, you can see all the algae there, just grows like crazy. Just that harsh Australian weather. So what I'm doing now is I've been cleaning all that algae off the side, all the string algae. So the pond's a bit disturbed now, but I'm just going to clean all that out, ready for the mosquito utsuri fry. I'm also going to sort through these kohakus because it's getting a bit dirty here. And I'm going to put them into the fresh water here. So I'll show you once I get a few of the kohakus out. It's a bit of a mess here, but I'm going to sort them out because I want to get them out of that dirty tank there. So I've scooped a few kohakus out here, and you can see the size there. There's some are starting to develop nice patterns. That big toby there, that's starting to get a bit of a pattern. And then there's also one that possibly could be a tanshaw. Let's have a look, eh? If I can catch it, they're so bloody quick. There you go, this one here, that possibly could be a tanshaw. Let's wait and see. The heat plate is starting to develop, so it could be a tanshaw. This one's quite nice as well. That's a Doitsu leather, this one here. And then the bigger monster, the 40mm toby. Oh, we'll see what happens with that, eh? You just never know. That's pretty big. So yeah, it's probably pretty good size, but I've stirred all the water up now. I'll do a water change in here. You can see some of the comparison, you see the small ones. But I'll put these back in now and see how they go. So I've finally gone through all the kohakus out of that dirty one and put them in this clean one here. I've also cleaned all this out as well. So this is all nice and clean now. Scooped all the Doitsu Showa out of there. So I'm at my father-in-law's place now. So this is how I've transported all the fry in these large esky with air stones. and a small container as well. Let's have a look at them now, shall I? Yeah, they're the larger ones. You can't really see them because they're going crazy in there. This is how I've transported them, just with little portable air pumps, which it's not long from my father-in-law's place to my place, probably about 10 minutes. So I'm going to put them ones now. I'm going to put them ones in them two blue ponds there. So this is the other container, so I can hold it with one hand. So these are the smaller fry. Lots and lots of small fry. I'll put them in the pond as well. So these are both 2,500 each, 2,500 litres. They're all run on their own filters. So I'll be putting the larger fries in this one and the smaller fry in that one. So these have been running now for about 4 months. For about 4 months. So yeah, so there should be plenty of water here for the next few months to see how they grow. The small fry there, I'll have a look at some of the small fry when I pop them into the pond. Smaller fry and the larger fry. So I should have enough there to play about with. So I'll put some isolation baskets over the pumps just to stop them from sucking the fly up. So I've got one in there, which is and one in there. So yeah, that should stop the from sucking up the fry. Then goes into a sieve filter, which is sieves, and then into a filter box there, which is full of fishing net. And it's same with the other one as well. And then it just goes in to the sieve filter. I've got a 50mm pipe inside, which then goes to the bottom of the filter box. Then clean water rises up, and then through this pipe here, and then back into the pond. Let's have a look at some of the patterns. Yeah, that was not too bad. The patterns on that one. Let's sort these out now. So this one's got a nice pattern, nice he. Nice sumi, white nose. So we'll see how that one develops. I reckon that one's the best one out of all of them. It's got the quite a nice pattern. It's got the perfect white nose. So it'll be good to see how that goes once that one develops. "19th of December, I'm just at my father-in-law's house again, just checking on the fry in the background there. I'll spin the camera around shortly and we'll see how they go. They're still getting used to the new pond, so still a little bit shy. They're not coming to the surface, but let's have a check here. There's a fly down there, happily swimming around. So yeah, you see where I've put the air stone behind the filter net. Otherwise, when I was feeding this end here, the water, the movement the water was taking the water around here, all the food, and then the food was getting sucked up through the filter net. So this way now, with the, it just reflects all the fine filter, this fine food on top of the water, so it gives them time to eat it. Otherwise it was just all getting sucked up into the filter box. So I'm topping up now the second one, which is the small fry. Same again, I've got the net in the corner around the filter box, so that way then it will just the air bubbles will just force the food away in time to eat it. So yeah, that's filling up now nicely. Fry are all doing well at my father-in-law's. You can just see at the bottom there. So got plenty of room there now. I'm zooming on a few of them. Excuse the glare. And you see they're all happy now at the bottom. This is how I do my water changes with the small tubs. Nothing technical. Just get a bucket full of water from the top, and then just watch my garden. Great for the steps, keeps the steps up as well. So I do 3 or 4 of these every time I do a water change, and it replaces about 50-60 litres, and then I just tip into the garden, water the plants. So yeah, nothing technical. I don't have no pumps or nothing with the small ponds. I just tend to do it this way. Just get a couple of bucketfuls. All the koi usually scarps to the bottom. A couple of bucketfuls, and then just good old-fashioned walking. Keep the steps up. Keep the calories down. Same again, just tip into the garden. You have to save water when you can. So I do this 4 or 5 times, and it removes about 50, maybe 60 litres at a time. So I've removed about 10% from there now, and then just top up with a good old faithful carbon filters. It just removes all the chloramines and chloramines. Just pop that in there now. Oops, maybe use a bracket. Pop that over there, that's better. And then just slow top up then. So obviously it's dechlorinated, runs through the carbon filters. And I do that every day, about 10%. So every day I'll do that, because obviously there's no filter on here. And it's quite a small tank, and there's quite a few fry in there. What I'll do then is once they all get to be about 30 mil, I'll take them out and separate them, put them into the tanks. Yeah, it's currently about 25 degrees in this little tank. So even though it's in the full sun, it's pretty good. By doing that water change every day, it keeps that algae down and keeps the fly active. So it's nearly at the top now. So turn the water off. The Doitsu Showa are doing good. The kohakus and some of the other Showas which I scooped out and placed in there. But yeah, they're all doing well in there. 400 litre tub. And I think these are doing the best out of all my ponds. But I'm doing a water change every day. And I'm feeding quite heavy as well. But there's some nice ones down there developing. See if I can zoom in. Yeah, some nice show down there with nice patterns. So what I'll do next week is I'll scoop some of the good show out of there and I'll take them to my father-in-law's as well. These are just the ones that were left in the round tank, which I couldn't scoop out on the day. I managed to catch over the last few days. So I've just been popping them in here just to see how they develop. To see some of the larger ones there. They're from last year, from the last year Doitsu Showa spawn I did. So yeah, there's a couple of nice Doitsu there, which is turning out to be quite nice fish now. A couple of Showa there, some Hiotsuris and some leather kohakus, which are nice as well. That's my favourite one. Over there, looks like a clownfish. But yeah, the last year's, the 1 year olds are coming on pretty good. So they're all basically nearly all 1 year olds. All the smaller ones are 1 year olds. Nice big show down there. That's when I took out my main pond. I'm a little bit indecisive what to do with that one yet. But yeah, they're eating like crazy as well. Yeah, a couple of nice leather kohakus from last year's spawn, which would be good for the breeding stock. Nice one down there as well. A couple of nice Showa. Old Doitsu leather as well, which would be pretty good to see how they go. So they're all roughly, apart from the larger ones in there, they're all roughly a year old. So all the fish in there, apart from the larger ones, which is that one down there, that's 3 years old. The large Doitsu Showa, I think that's about 5 years old. This one down here, the Ginrin Shuramuji, that one's about 4 or 5 years old. And then we've got the Hariwaki down there, this one down there, and that one's 3 years old. That's a female as well. I'm going to feed the kohaku and the Doitsu Showa. I'm just using number 1 pellets now because these are getting quite big. I don't think they'll come up because I have been scooping them out last few days and messing around with the pond, so they're probably a little bit shy, but that's what I give them to feed. That's also some floating and some sinking. So the sinking food they usually eat first, and then when I walk away they will then eat the food what's floating on the surface. They're all doing well then there. I'm going to do about 20-30% water change today because it's only 400 litres. So I'm going to do a water change today just to give them some fresh water, keep them happy, keep them swimming, keep them feeding. What I have been doing as well over the last few days is my breeding pond here. I've got some water in there which I'll leave in there just to go a little bit manky. So yeah, they get plenty of mosquitoes. These are the mosquitoes what I feed to my larger fry. See more there in the water column. Because this water is pretty dirty. I've left this in here since I spawned my fish a few weeks ago. So yeah, so there's plenty of mosquitoes in there, and then I just feed them to the larger fry in the round tub. But yeah, there's plenty of mosquitoes in there, which is free live food. Some of the small worms in there as well. I give them to the fry as well. So every day I scoop all these mosquito larvae up. You can see them, probably see them in the water there. In the water column, you can see them all moving. So I get all these mosquitoes. You see them all on the surface. So scoop all the little mosquitoes up. From the bottom, you can see them all in there. And I've been feeding these to the bigger fry as well. So every day I scoop from the bottom. I always get a net full of mosquitoes, and then I go over there and put them in the round tub for the kohakus as well. It's free live food, and it keeps the mosquito population down. But yeah, I'll put some of that in there as well. So yes, I pop some mosquitoes in there. There's also some of the small little worms as well. But yeah, they tend to eat like crazy, these ones. I think because it's more direct feeding, so the food tends to be more direct in one area, so they can eat a lot more food and they're growing a lot quicker. Yeah, so they've gobbled up all those mosquitoes now that I've dropped in there, that are all sinking to the bottom. They're also at the bottom as well, eating the little pellets what I put in 5 minutes ago as well. So yeah, they're all pretty hungry. Plenty of food in there for them. Yeah, and all the food's gone now. They're slowly eating all that food. These fry are still feeding pretty good every day. These are the all from the Doitsu Showa. These are the kohakus, which yeah, I'll sort out over the next few weeks. I'll take the bigger Doitsu Showa to my father-in-law's. I'll probably have a look, see how the kohakus are coming on, but they're feeding good. I'm still doing a water change every day, 10% every day, because there's no filter on this tub. It's only 400 litres. But yeah, they're coming on really nice. The good thing about the smaller tubs is you can more direct feed, you can give them more amount of food. Easy to do water changes, but obviously they need the water volume to grow bigger. But I think when they're at this age, it's great until they get this size. Once you get this size, take them out and put them in bigger ponds. That's my, especially with backyard breeding. Yeah, some nice colours coming through, some nice patterns coming through on them. Today's date, 21st of December. So yeah, these ones are coming on well. These from the Doitsu Showa, these kohakus. Big one down there. He eats anything in his path. So yeah, he chases off the little ones. You throw the food in, he eats the food. He eats the mosquito larvae. He's always actively searching for food. But yeah, there's some nice ones coming on there. So even some of the Showa and that I scooped out are coming on nice patterns as well. So basically all the Showa you're seeing there, the Showa pattern, they're the ones that I scooped out from the round pond before I took them to my father-in-law's. I just missed them. But yeah, they're all feeding well. They're all getting a fair share of food. Some nice ones coming on down there. But yeah, I'll scoop a few out over the next few days and let you have a look at them. Especially some of those little Showas, they're coming on really nice. The patterns is coming through nice. The sumi is real nice and black. So you don't really can see them on camera, but they're coming through quite nice. Looks to be a couple of Shiros down there as well, which are coming on quite nice. But yeah, you can see the one in the camera there, that's got a nice pattern. That one there's got a nice pattern, nice thick black sumi. Couple down there which are nice. But yeah, they're doing well. They're always looking for food. Let's scoop some of these Showa and the kohaku out and take them to my father-in-law's. Look at some of the fish there. Hopefully you can see them, they're not too crazy. These are some of the ones I'm going to take to my father-in-law's. Let's have a look at them, eh? That's a nice shower there, that one. That'll be going to my father-in-law's. Pop that in the bucket. The other one here looks like a bit like a Shiro. We'll see how that one comes out. That's quite nice as well. Take that to the father-in-law's. Take that one as well, another shower, which looks nice. We'll take that to the father-in-law's. Another one there, another nice shower. We'll take that to the father-in-law's. See if there's any more in that batch here. Oh, maybe these two here. Let's have a look. Yeah, we'll take that one, see how that one goes, eh? What's that one like? Is that a bit black? Oh, we'll take that one as well. A little bit black, but we'll still take it. And the rest of them there, I'll leave them in the, they're not much cop, them ones. So I've sorted them out so far. We'll see how, I'll take some more as well. There's a few more in there, but there's some nice patterns there. So I scooped a few more out. Looks like there's one nice shower there. The rest I think are pretty rubbish, but there's one nice shower. There's a couple of small ones down there. That one there is not too bad. The smaller one, I'll have a look. Pop in the bucket and see how big Toby there. That's about 50 mil. That's quite a big size. Pattern's not the best, but quite a large Toby. So yeah, there's none really in that batch that I want to keep. So look at that batch. One pretty big one there. Don't know whether the pattern's any good though. A couple of little tiddlers. But yeah, I don't want to keep any of those. A couple of nice shower in that lot. And two quite nice ones there, so I'll be keeping those ones. The rest aren't much cops, little orange ones. But them two in the middle there, they're quite nice. So they're the ones I'll be taking to my father-in-law's. There's probably about 12, 13 there, but there's some nice patterns. See some of the patterns there, they're starting to develop quite nice. So I'll take them to the father-in-law's and we'll leave them there for a few months, see how they go. Hi there, and what's Porat Mankoi, 27th of December. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. I'm at my father-in-law's today, so I'm going to show you some of the Doitsu Showa, which I bred several months ago. I'm just come up to the ponds here now, so what I'll do is I'll spin the camera around. So these are the two ponds at my father-in-law's. So I've got the small fry in this one here. I'll pull the air stone out. See if you can see in there. Probably not. But these are the smaller ones. We've got about 100 in there. And then the larger ones. So these are the larger fry. Sorry about the glare from the sun. So you can see them ones there. Yeah, sorry about the glare is pretty bad. So the Doitsu Showa are coming on well. Some of them are getting quite big down there. So these are the larger ones. So these are the smaller ones. I'll take the air stone out. So these are small ones, sorry for the glare. Hopefully you can see those, it's pretty hard with the shadows. But they've come on quite nice now. So these are some of the ones that I brought from my place now to the father-in-law's. These are some of the bigger ones. There's some nice ones in there. I'll scoop them out shortly and I'll pop them in the bowl, and then I'll pop them into this pond here. These ones are quite big. See something down there. So we try and focus in, try and get the shadow off the water. Hopefully you can see them there now. Just trying to get out of that shadow. But yeah, they come on quite nice down there. They're about between 30 and 50 mil. Hopefully you can see them there now. Just trying to get out of that shadow. But yeah, they come on quite nice down there. They're about between 30 and 50 mil. So these are some of the ones that I brought from my place to the father-in-law's. You can see there, if I zoom in, some of the quite nice patterns. Let's look at some of them, Look at some of them closely. Yeah, quite nice patterns. So I'll separate them now in the two ponds. I'll also give the filter cages a clean today as well, because there's a lot of build up in the centre of all the algae. Obviously because the net round the filter is more covered now. So it's stopping a lot of the crap from getting sucked up into the filter boxes. So what I'll do is I'll clean both them two today as well. And I'll also top up the ponds as well. I'll do a water change as well. So yeah, fish are all doing well. So I'm going to clean the sieve filters. I'll just take the fitting off the end, like so. So I'll clean this part here, and I'll also take the sieve out as well. And then just so put that on the ground, put that on the ground, and then just give it a wash off with the hose pipe. So that's one of them cleaned, all nice and clean. Now I'll do the second one, which is this one here. You can see how dirty they get. I'll do the second one now. The second one now. Now clean that exactly the same way. So that's the second one clean now. You can see already it's sucked up loads of dirt from the bottom. But they're good, these little sievers, little sieve filters. They're really, really good. So I've taken the end of the mesh guard off now, off the pump. That's the pump down there. So I've turned the pumps off at present. I'll give that a wash down now with the hose pipe as well. Get all the dirt off there and then pop it back in. So this is all I do for the water change. Just put the pond vacuum inside the net that I've just cleaned out, and then just onto the lawn. Onto the lawn out there. So I'll do this one first, and then I'll do the second one. So I'm now just cleaning out the second pond. So I've cleaned all the filter box, the mesh round the pump, exactly the same as the other pond. And now we'll just father-in-law just water the garden now, all the burnt patches on the lawn. So I'm now just cleaning out the second pond. So I've cleaned all the filter box, the mesh round the pump, exactly the same as the other pond. And now we'll just father-in-law just water the garden now, all the burnt patches on the lawn. So yeah, these fry are very, very small, these ones. I'll give them another few weeks and then I'll do a bit of a sort out there, because some of them are very small. I wouldn't even see them there, but with the shadow. Some decent ones, but some of them are pretty small. But I'll do a bit of a clear out over the next few weeks and get rid of some of them, because they're only small, they're not going to grow any bigger. So I'll start topping up this pond here now. So I'll top up that pond. And then once this one's done here, I'll then top up this one. I also clean, empty the filter box as well, just run it for a while once a week as well. Just to get all the residue, all the junk and crap from the bottom of the pond to the bottom of the filter box. My father-in-law's watering his garden. Right, so I just top up with some water now. So just topping up both ponds. with water from the carbon filter. I'll also pop a bit of dechlorinator in as well, just to remove any traces of chlorine or chloramines. So this one's topping up now, which is topping up nicely. This one over there, I did about 50% water change on that. Here comes my father-in-law with a cup of tea. Smoko time. So that's the first pond filled up now. I got a little bit sidetracked doing the video, so yeah, I filled it a little bit too deep, so it should be okay. It's right at the top now, so which is mega, it should be okay. With evaporation it'll go down shortly over the next few days. So I'll just top up my my other pond now. But yeah, that's okay now. That's nice new fresh water. So I'll slowly fill the second one up now. The first one's filled up right to the brim, and I'll fill the second one up now as well. So these are the small fry here, you just see them now at the bottom. Now I've stopped messing around with the ponds, they're all nice and settled. You can see some of the algae starting to form on this pond as well, because this gets a little bit of sand. Yeah, it ends up like candy floss. But that's okay, I'll get my father-in-law to scoop that out every day. Keep it nice and clean.